Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you, from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Tuesday, May 2nd, and the moon is in Libra. The moon moved into Libra early this morning, and when it did, it trined Pluto, of course, because Pluto is at that first degree of Aquarius. We also had a recent shift with Juno, the asteroid Juno. Juno is the asteroid of partnership, of relationship, of how we relate. It's also kind of the asteroid of the power couple. If you happen to be part of a power couple. Juno is one of those asteroids that sort of evens out the score when it comes to planetary representation of the feminine and the masculine. Before the asteroids sort of came into fashion, as it were. Thank you, Demetra George, among others, not just Demetra, but she is a major contributor of that. The only two feminine archetypes were really the moon and Venus. Now we have the moon, the Venus. We have Juno, which is relationship. We have Vesta, which is what we devote ourselves to. We have Pallas Athena, which is about social justice. And we have, who else? Ceres, which is the mother goddess and also the scythe that reaps. So we have, or scythe, sorry about that. I know you guys told me a while back how to say that, and of course I have forgotten. So we have a grand trine in the sky with Pluto, the planet of transformation, in the sign of humanity. Juno in the sign of Gemini, which is about communication, and the moon, which is our feelings and our emotions, in the sign of Libra, another relationship archetype. We are in a very, very powerful point in our evolution where we can actually relate in a different way, with more people being represented instead of less. The future belongs to the people, everyone. And over the next 2 years or so, it's going to be a fight for the soul of, I think, democracy, or the idea that people have dominion over their own lives and get to make the choices that they make for their own well-being. We leave those choices to them. And it's going to be interesting, but we are in this, very powerful point, very powerful energy. There's actually opportunity for truce and peace with this energy, even though we are in a very, very tumultuous time. But we're at a choice point again, and we will continue to have choice points through this month. If you want to check out what I'm talking about, you can check out any of my taroscopes, whether it's your sign or not, because I did talk a lot about the shifting and changing energies. And also in my Astrology Cabal of May, you can check that out. And we're going to be, Ona and I are going to be doing a moon shadows this week. Not exactly sure when that's going to happen. It could happen as early as today, but certainly happening before the full moon, which is on Friday, I believe, right? 5/5, if that's Friday. So I didn't write it down on my paper. So big changes, big changes. We also have Vesta in Taurus, getting closer and closer to Mercury. Mercury, of course, is in Taurus and it's moving backwards. So Mercury will be retrograde when it makes a conjunction to Vesta. Vesta is what we focus on, what we devote ourselves to. And Taurus is life and security and resources. If we don't stand together, those who hold the most power will take the resources away from the people, right? That's happening all over the world. And so we have to be aware of that as well. Okay, guys, have yourself a wonderful day. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's it. Apple blossoms, yeah. I'll be with you in apple blossom time. Na 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 na. I don't know all the words. Da 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 da. I think it's you belong to me. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day in apple blossom time. And of course, apples are sacred to the goddess. One of the reasons why we bought this property, decided to live here, was this beautiful tree right here. And hopefully it won't be so windy that all the apple blossoms will blow off before they get spectacular. But the winds of change are blowing, folks. And I'm here with you, taking the journey together. Namaste.